Dodgers and Marlins doing it in Miami for a second time. LA trying to clinch a fourth consecutive series win.
Japanese Heritage Night here at Lone Depot Park, a festive environment.
Cal Quantrill. Cal making his 7th start of the year. On the year, he's 2-3 with an 8.10 ERA.
You know, I think it's very important for him to try to get ahead. And however he does that remains to be seen. You have to win the first inning.
And Ohtani steps in, and he said this is one of his favorite ballparks. He's played like it when he's been here.
Last 10 games against the Marlins, Ohtani is batting .359, 7 home runs, 17 RBIs, 9 stolen bases.
That one in there for a called third strike. A cutter on the outside half.
You got a feeling that Shohei was thinking about something else. That was a really good pitch to hit.
Now here's Andy Pages batting in the 2 spot tonight.
First pitch taken the other way into the right field corner. Andy Pages makes the turn and heads for second. He has it standing up with a 1-out double.
Pages has been swinging a hot bat, and immediately he's in scoring position.
Freddie Freeman, 10-game hitting streak for Freddie.
Rolled to the right side, and it's through for a base hit. Andy Pages will score without a throw, and the Dodgers take the early 1-0 lead.
RBI number 24 for Freddie Freeman. He's now hit in 11 straight ball games.
Well, it's amazing what the top part of this lineup is being able to do.
Will Smith gave it a ride, but the ballpark held it to one of the deepest parts.
Max Muncy now comes up with 1 on and 2 out.
Muncy striking out a lot, and he always does.
1-2, swing and a miss on a splitter.
Muncy lunged for it. He came up with nothing, and that is how the inning ends.
So tonight the Marlins will face Tony Gonsolin for the 3rd straight start.
When you see a pitcher in back-to-back starts, I think it's an advantage to the hitter.
Here's the switch hitting shortstop Xavier Edwards to start things off.
Ground ball right beyond his glove, but Rojas is waiting up the middle to make the play.
Here's the reigning National League Player of the Week, Kyle Stowers. The fielder last night took an 0 for 4 with a walk. Swung and a miss, strike 3. Struck him out on a fastball. 2 down for the Marlins in the bottom of the 1st inning.
There is Agustin Ramirez, who homered last night. 3-run shot late in the game to pull the Marlins to within striking distance late.
That's 3. Got him swinging.
So 1, 2, 3, bottom of the 1st inning. 2 strikeouts for Tony Gonsolin. Marlins go in order.
It's that situation, 3-2, nobody out. You play it as a hit and run. You got to pick up the batter and pick up the ball because you don't want to get doubled off. So Dane Myers, about halfway down, took a peek, picked up the ball, and had to get back to first base.
Now the last of the order, the catcher Liam Hicks.
And Hicks swings. It's a long drive to right. This ball's headed back toward the wall. There is Pages, and he makes the catch. Throwing back to first base. Double play from the wall. Oh, what a play by Andy Pages.
He literally took a homer back. Hicks was frustrated to see it, and Myers was standing at second base. And it's a sacrifice bunt for Kyle Stowers, 1-3.
And Edwards over to second base. A runner in scoring position, 1 out.
I would have liked to have seen Kyle Stowers swing the bat.
I think he's frustrated thinking back on it now. Everybody's starting to find out that about the only darn way you can get Ramirez out is to work on the outside part of the plate.
1-2 pitch, misses low and in the dirt. X on the move. Smith fires to third base, but it's plenty late. Edwards capitalized on a pitch in the dirt, and he pushes to third on a wild pitch with 1 man gone.
Well, Ramirez walks first and third, so the middle infielders will play for 2 here with Jesus Sanchez up. Sanchez flied out the opposite way to left field his first time up in the 2nd inning. On the first pitch he saw. Stopper cut on and missed a high fastball that was out of the zone. Sanchez chased it, and he strikes out.
Boy, that would have been ball 3.
There are 2 men gone, and now it's Connor Norby.
This will be deflating, Rod and Jack, if they can't play 1 here. You've got to capitalize against this team.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. 5 strikeouts for Tony Gonsolin, and the Marlins leave the tying and go-ahead runs on base in the 4th inning. Strikeout number 7 for Tony.
That was no contest.
That was a mismatch.
Every time we get a man on base and we get some traffic on the base paths, Gonsolin goes to that splitter, and he's been able to get a ton of swing and misses.
Liam Hicks, the catcher, he was the one that hit into that fabulous double play started by Andy Pages.
Pitch to Liam Hicks. That one drilled out to right. He got that one. Liam Hicks sends it into the Dodger bullpen.
Almost hit one earlier in the ball game. Now Now he deposits one here in the 5th, and the Marlins have the lead.
Paez couldn't catch that one, Jack.
Hey, give him credit after hitting that long fly ball in the 3rd inning, getting robbed by Paez and turning it into a double play. He comes right back, goes in the same area, only but hits it harder. Tell you what, the way Quantrill pitched Ohtani, he may be happy to see Veneziano.
Shohei Ohtani launches one deep to right. He remains a menace to the Marlins.
That is an upper deck monster shot on the first pitch against the Marlins reliever, and he ties the game at 2.
It's amazing in this game when a guy has for 2 at-bats just not look good against a certain pitcher. He doesn't care who comes in.
One away here in the top of the 6th. Here's Freddie Freeman.
It is 350th career home run last night, his 41st against the Marlins. He is tied for the most number of homers against the Marlins. And Freeman lifts one high and deep to center field. This ball heading back to the wall. It's gone! A homer! Freddie Freeman with a homer, and that gives the Dodgers a 3-2 lead. Home run number 8 for Freddie, and he now is the all-time home run leader against the Marlins with 42.
If Veneziano was brought in to face the left-handed hitters, really didn't work out that well.
So the tying run for the Marlins trail 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning is now 90 feet away with nobody out against Luis Garcia. Another sweeper, and Norby drills it out to left. Conforto back. Conforto leaps up, and it's over his head and off the wall. Augustine will score from 3rd base, and Connor Norby with an RBI double. We're tied at 3 in the bottom of the 6th.
Norby really needed that. I mean, he really needed that.
I'll bring up Dane Myers, who singled up the middle and struck out. A single could very well give the Marlins a lead here. Dane Myers lines one up the middle. That's in for a base hit. Norby zooming around 3rd. Altman's throw coming home is cut off. And look at Dane. An RBI single, a multi-hit day for him. And the Marlins have a response. 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th.
All right, if there's going to be an out, we'll trade places, put the speedy Kim at first base. And remember, just because Ohtani's up doesn't mean that he's going to stay put. Last night he stole 2nd base, and Ohtani followed with that laser to right field for a home run.
4-3 Miami. Dodgers batting in the 7th.
Ha-Seong Kim can fly. And now you got to deal with Shohei Ohtani. That one misses just upstairs. A curveball high.
Goodness, where was that?
3-2. Runner goes. This ball smacked down the right field line. Fair ball. It's going to go to the wall. Kim is flying around 3rd. He's going to come to the plate. Kim will score with a head-first slide and no throw. And Shohei Ohtani has done it again. He has tied the game for the 2nd time tonight with an RBI double. It is 4-4.
Mookie Betts has grabbed a bat. He's now 90 feet away from untying this game.
2-2 to Betts. That one hit in the air out to left, pretty deep, but Stowers has room. Kyle Stowers working into left center. He makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Dave Roberts turned to Mookie Betts, but Anthony Bender won the battle. We go to the bottom of the 8th.
Dane already with 1 grand slam this year.
Infield comes in. Dane Myers 2 for 3 today. 4-4 our score.
Possibly the ball game in the balance here. And a 2-0. Swung on, ground ball. Muncie's got it. He comes home. They get the force there. Smith to first. Double play. Oh, my goodness. 5-2 to 3. The twin kill keeps the Marlins off the board. Outstanding defensive play by the Dodgers.
If the Marlins win this game, they're going to earn it. Yeah. With the Liam Hicks robbery of the home run, with the Calvin Fauché missed strike call, and with the Dane Myers 105 double play.
And the 0-1 pitch is a ground ball over to short. That's a rocket. Gloved by X on a 2nd for 1. On to 1st in time for the double play. 6-4-3. X gloved it on the forehand. He shuttled to Sanoha, and a lightning quick turn.
So you have 2 guys who are going to cover the outfield, and they're going to leave, at least for the time being, right field wide open.
Infield in all the way around. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ball game in the balance as J.P. Fireeisen will face Jesus Sanchez, left-handed hitting outfielder.
1-0 pitch. Sanchez with a line shot up the gut and throw. Edwards comes in to score. And how about these Marlins, man? Jesus Sanchez, the hero. A walk-off single up the gut through 5 infielders. And these fish don't quit. They down the Dodgers. A walk-off single for Sanchez, and it's 5-4 Marlins in 10. It's the 5th walk-off winner of 2025.